Let me post the stream. Oh, Chap, I need to check something real fast with. You have your things where people can hear your voice, right? You have done one in
You
a
can't
while,
hear
so.
me?
No, I can. I'm trying to. I need you to do some testing while I'm watching the stream to make sure people can hear you. No, I can. I'm trying to. All right, say something. I need you to do some testing while
Hey,
I'm watching the stream to make sure people can hear you. No, I can. I'm trying to. All right, say something. I need you to do some
I can
testing.
hear.
I
Sound
can't
like a
hear you.
TV.
Yeah, I can't hear you speaking though.
I thought I just. Oh.
So there's something in your settings where I have to. Oh, on the PS4 it used to be in the party. The way to do it. Let me check. Go to the party. Go over to audio, voice chat settings, and where it says share your voice, make sure that says allow.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. It wasn't allow already, or
Yeah, it's already on allow.
why can't I hear you in the stream? It wasn't allow already, or
Yeah, it's already on allow.
okay, there we go. All right, cool. All right, here we are for a Week 13 prediction video. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. We're into it now. Got myself, Jason, of course, on the Cardinals. We got Gabe, he's the Bucks.
What's up?
We got Dave, he's the Bears. Cardinals. We got Gabe, he's the Bucks. Somebody turn down the stream. And Chap, he's the Chiefs.
Yo, it's good.
Glad to have everybody here. We're going to go through yearly awards and weekly awards, and then we're going to do these predictions. Should be some good stuff. There's a lot of good games this week, so good stuff to look forward to. Let's go ahead and start off with the weekly awards. We're going to start off on the AFC side. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Breece Hall. Really? This is it? This is the Player of the Week?
That's what I said, bro. I didn't even let him go
You said
all
what, Dave?
crazy on me.
Oh. You were saying, Gabe?
I said that's what I was about to say. I didn't even let him go crazy on me when he played me. I don't even understand how I let him get both game of the weeks.
Wow.
Okay. So AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Breece Hall with 12 carries, 114 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns. He also had 3 catches for 56 yards. So big letdown by the AFC letting that be the Player of the Week.
Wow.
All right, defense. Chap.
Oh, defense. AFC Player of the Week. We have Robinson, what is it, the 4th? Strong safety with 9 tackles, 2 sacks, and an interception. His opponent
Gabe.
obviously got beat down.
I never saw the score. What was the score, Gabe?
It wasn't even that bad. I don't remember, but I really lost the game by like a couple of scores. He scored at the very end of the last play.
I bet. Yeah, I
He
bet.
beat that man so bad he don't remember how bad it
Oh
was.
man, beat him to sleep. He said, bro.
It actually wasn't even that. It was a good game, really, the whole way through.
All right, NFC awards.
I don't want to hear that shit from you, Jason.
Offensive player of the week for the NFC, my man Justin Fields. 33 for 42, 512 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, only 1 interception, 11 rush yards.
Who the fuck did you do that to? Who did you play again?
Dean.
Oh man,
Oh, just Dean, actually.
that secondary is supposed to be elite, Dean. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah,
Bob Hundo with 7 touchdowns. Good God.
He's the one that got beat down.
Defensive side.
The defense is Seahawks' Kobe. That's he had 3 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about who the Seahawks
I wonder
played.
who he did that to.
we don't need to talk about who the Seahawks played.
I don't know. That's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was against a top tier user who had a bad game. You know.
Yeah, of course. There's no way someone doing the same player.
Hey, look, man.
In one game.
Look,
You
man.
even take it back from score. There's no way someone good like that happened.
All right. I'm sure that it was an elite user who had a bad game. You know.
That's Jason speechless.
right, the yearly awards. I'm gonna do the MVP. Start off here. Justin Fields leads the way, followed by Aaron Hitchens. So 2 Bears up top. There's also another one in 5th, Doug June. With that cupcake ass schedule, David's played for the most part. We got Brees Hall in 3rd and Kene and Wongwu in 4th. Coach of the year. I don't know why Quick is always at the top of the coach of the year. I guess it's because he has the Jags and they want to give pity to him. But Quickos demand coverage, formerly known as Quickos King South. Uh,
He
as
changed
the
that real quick.
first, Dave has Arthur Smith for some reason instead of a custom coach, so you may need to fix that,
So
Dave.
ugly. What the fuck is
Wow.
that picture? What the fuck?
They've been cheating the whole time. That's how you been getting the boosts.
I think we should make Dave reset his coaching trees, bro.
I think so too.
I think.
Reset it, start over, kick the coach out, and restart.
Yeah, I think you should have to
Hey
restart,
Dave,
man.
you'll be able to get another dev regression, so I would
Yeah.
take that. Honestly, that's cute. I would take that.
Barry Sanders 3rd in the list. Moving on to the AFC Offensive Award, we got Kene and Wongwu for the Jets, leading the way, followed by Brees Hall and James Cook, all 3 running backs from the AFC. Rookie of the Year, Mac Peterson of the Ravens. He's been building that tight end all year, followed by Kendrick Aldridge of the Bills. Best quarterback, Tua, followed by Bryce Young. Best running back, in Wongwu, followed by Brees Hall. Best wide receiver, Henry Ruggs III, followed by Jordan Addison. Best offensive lineman, Tim Cooper, followed by Nate Davis. And, of course, the all-important best kicker award in the AFC, Joey Sly of the Texans, followed by Jason Sanders. All right, how about those defensive awards, Chap?
Defensive awards. You're looking at Caleb Fairley. You know that dude's a beast down there with the Titans. Keeping that guy at 10-1. And then you got Justin Reeds with the Texans. Surprisingly, he's doing really well. So, rounding it out, you got Carter from the Patriots.
Good stuff.
And at the bottom, you got Spillman from the Broncos. So, but don't look like Caleb Fairley's going to be giving it up anytime soon to anybody else.
How about that defensive rookie?
And the defensive rookie, we got the Jets. David Arrington. Right next, we got Wayne Griffin. Matter of fact, first 2 guys with the Jets and Bills coming out of the AFC East. And then we got the Bengals coming out of AFC North with our brace.
What positions are they even play?
Starting at best D-line.
D-line. Oh, that's you. That's still me. All right. DeMarvion Overshawn from the Titans. Again at 10-1. And then Cleveland Farrell. I don't know what it is. He got something, but he almost got insta-shed if you played him yet. All right, you want to go further?
Yeah, no.
Got the Browns at 7-5.
I meant like
how far down you want to go?
No, just do the top 2 for all the defensive awards.
Linebacker, we got Tremaine Edmonds. We know he's a sleeper. And then with the Browns, you got Jawusu Koromoa. And he's kicking butt, followed by Will Anderson of the Ravens.
Oh, keep going.
Moving to the best DB. There you go again. You can't miss him. Caleb Fairley. Well, he got Justin Reed right there behind him. I guess he kissing his coattails since he's in the same division. Followed up with Michael Carter from the Patriots at 4-7. And then we should be getting down to best kicker.
Yeah,
no, that's not. You got it.
I said it already. Moving on to the NFC side. Starting off, go ahead, Dave.
Alright, offensive player of the year. So far we have tight end Doug June, the Bears, followed by Griffin. The Bears. Defensive player of the year, we have Aaron Hitchens for the Bears, followed by Elijah.
I guess Dave's just doing all of them now.
Dave, you're just doing offense.
My offensive rookie of the year is Brandon from the Lions, followed by Devon Sherman. Best QB is Justin Fields, followed by Tyler Murray. Best running back is Tim followed by Dennis Kingston. Best wide receiver is James, followed by Keyshawn Boutte.
I thought he sent you the other Williams. I thought you sent you the other Williams, not Jameson. Okay. All right.
Next offensive lineman is, best kicker is Devin Hester, followed by Wayne Sweet.
I didn't even hear that last part Dave said, but I guess we'll move on. Defensive player of the year. Anthony Aaron Hitchens for the Bears, followed by Elijah Yates for the Seahawks. Defensive rookie of the year is again Elijah Yates for the Seahawks, followed by Aaron Boone for the Cardinals. Uh, fine. Nolan best D line is Nolan Smith for the Bears, followed by Noah Taylor, or Nolan Smith for the Giants, followed by Noah Taylor for the Bears. Sorry, for the Giants again. Best linebackers, no surprise here. Christian Harris, Jay Walton. Best DBs is Aaron Hitchens and Elijah Yates once again. And I think that's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get into the prediction. Now, somebody be willing to tell me the records of each team. If I don't know them, I'd appreciate it. We're going to start off at the top with the Patriots at the Browns. I don't know either one of these teams' records, so
Yeah, it's glitched too, so I gotta actually look
I think the
for it.
Pats are 4-8 and the Browns are 6-5.
Browns are 7-5, and the Pats are 4-7.
Okay. So obviously Zay, another letdown year. I thought 2 years ago when he made a push for the playoffs, he might be a real user in here, but has not had the season he wanted to. Still time to get above 500, maybe make a late playoff push. It's got to start with a win here. Peso's playing good football. Looks like he's got a chance to win his division for the first time in a couple seasons. He's got a tough schedule down the stretch, so this is a must-win, I would say, for him. Both these two teams are going to run the ball a ton. The big difference here is that Peso across the board is a solid defensive user, and Zay doesn't know how to stop the run to save his life. So with all that being said, I think that Peso is going to win this game. He's going to limit the turnovers. He's going to do what he has to do, and he's going to win 31-17 over the Patriots. We'll go through the order as in Gabe, Dave, Chap, like that, each one.
Next, yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you said. Zay just plays like steel run defense for no reason. I don't get it, but I think Peso will control this game and will win pretty handily. Probably, I'd say he scores 38-14.
Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Peso. Zay was good, but I just think he's not adapting. Like first year he came in, he's a good user and all, but he just keeps doing the same stuff, so people are kind of like getting to learn him. So he's starting to fall down the rankings now. But I think if he starts like adding stuff to his game, pushing it up, and he'll be a better user. But yeah, right now I'm gonna take Peso.
All right. Chap.
I'm definitely going to go ahead and take Peso just for the defensive aspect. Again, AFC East got some really good guys, and Patriots is on to come up. I think Peso is going to keep it moving. I want to go by 10.
All right, good pick. Got the Broncos at the Chiefs. Talk about a team that has done much better this year than in any season yet to this day. The Chiefs are 7-4, holding on to the last. He's got to keep that up. He's got a tough schedule down the stretch. Starting with this one right here. He met the Broncos earlier in the season, also 7-4. So this is for the division lead this week. The Broncos dominated the first matchup, 34-3. Held Chap to 144 yards of total offense. So that's not going to cut it. I think Chap will playing better this time. He always seems to do this every year. He'll lose to LP once badly, and in the other game he'll either win or lose close. So I'm expecting a close game here. I think I'm going to take LP to win. I'm going to say Broncos win 21-17 over the Chiefs.
You know what, Chap? I'm gonna ride with you. I don't really have a reason to.
You know that pause that Gabe had right there. He was revisioning that ass whooping that Chap handed him a couple seasons back.
Bro, I beat him back the next year after that, so I don't even care. He didn't even ask for me. It was a one-score game. Anyways, Jason always living in the fucking past. It's just like
Yo,
I can bring up the fucking 1,000 times Hutch beat you in a row now, but I'll talk about that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna pick Chap to win by a field goal. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think Chap's gonna block in. Um, I think he's gonna force some stops on LP's side of the ball and play some clock control. And I say he comes away big with I don't know if it's an upset. They're both 7-4. I personally think LP is slightly better user, but I think Chap can get the edge on this one and
I
try and
I
make a
think
playoff
I
push.
think you're dead on. It's going to come down to who can pass the ball because both of them want to run the ball first. It's going to come
Yeah.
down to who can pass
Mm-hmm.
successfully. Dave, what do you think?
yeah, I played both. I played Chap this year and I played LP earlier in the year, and they play a really similar style of football. They go clock, run the ball, but Chap is starting to master that defensive line using get some intercepts a lot. Um, I just think it's gonna come down to probably like who can probably pass a little better, and I think LP slightly better at passing. So I'm gonna take LP to win on a fourth quarter drive.
Good stuff.
I'll say LP wins by touchdown, 28-21.
Good stuff. Chap, give me your who you think's going to win and the three keys to a Chiefs victory.
Well, I'm definitely going with the Chiefs, and I think the three keys to the victory are going to be slowing down the run game, shutting down third down. What's not told in the stats is that game that we played earlier. I could not stop him on third down, and it was all on me. I couldn't concentrate good enough to lock him down on those short third downs, and he killed me on time. And so I started throwing a bunch of bombs, and needless to say, his defense took over. So the second goal is to start off scoring using what he give me on defense, and finally, I want to say 24-21 will definitely be the score. It's going to be close, and lastly, the reason is going to be the resilience of the Chiefs. We're at home.
Good stuff. Cowboys and Packers. Dwayne is 3-8. The Packers are 2-9 going into this game. Derwin's never really seemed to get it on track. Dwayne had a good start earlier. I want to say he was 3-2 or 3-3, something along those lines. And then the wheels have fallen off of the wagon since then. Both these teams want to run the ball a lot. I would say that Dallas is a little more turnover prone, but Dallas might also be slightly better defensively. And there is something about Dwayne's game that he's somewhat decent at. That's running the ball, and I don't know if there's anything about Derwin's offense that he's good at. Um, for those reasons, I'm going to say that Dwayne gets back on track with a win here. Close. I'm going to say 24-14 over the Packers.
Uh, yeah, I think Dwayne. I don't know. Dwayne's up and down a lot, and it's a lot more down and up. I honestly, haven't really seen the Packers play like maybe like one game like this season since he's
Me,
been here.
me and Dave have both played him this year, and he scored a combined 0 points in both those
Yeah,
games.
see, yeah, that's pretty much what I remember. So
I played him twice too.
Oh,
I'm
did he score the
person
second time?
I'm personally gonna be
Oh my God.
I personally think Dwayne will get the edge here. Probably a close game. I think this will be the great turnover game of the year. Um, I feel like they're just gonna get into a bad spot, start slinging that rock, make a pass they shouldn't make, and give the other team the ball. I feel like we're gonna have
You,
if the over under. I'm gonna take the over on the turnovers on this one. But I
you.
think Dwayne will edge it out by 4 points.
It's funny you mentioned that. You know, Dwayne always streams. Some of the best games to watch are some of his streams when he's played somebody about his skill level because
They
your
are.
hair is turning gray as you watch the game. You want to pull it out as
It's
turnovers and stupid decisions go back and forth all game.
Yeah, I felt that way about watching that. Well, I was watching the Niners and the Saints play the other day. That
Oh
shit
yeah,
was funny as
that'll do it.
hell.
All right,
That
Dave.
was the Jays.
Yeah, I'm gonna take points, but going up to him twice, he can score. His offense is absolutely terrible. At least Dwayne is a runner, so he'll run the ball pretty good. I think he'll.
Yeah, you keep cutting in and out. I heard most of that, but
I'm taking Dwayne.
okay. Chap.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Yeah.
I had to mute myself. Now the Packers. This is a new Packers, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have not seen him play. I have not seen him play. I did believe the last game he got drugged though. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, for the most part, that's been his whole season. He lost
Probably not
29 to
wrong.
10 to Peso. It wasn't that bad.
Okay, not that bad. I'm gonna give it to Dwayne just because he knows his team. This guy is new, and usually Dwayne sneaks up on the new guys within the first couple of times they play or the first match. After that, they usually get his number. So I'm gonna give it to Dwayne. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna make it a 21-17.
Good pick. This next one is going to be a Texans force win by some miracle. Nielsen is still active duty in the military, and he's got an FTX mission for the next couple of weeks. He might be popping in, backing out to play some games here and there if he has to come back, but for the most part, it's going to be force wins given out moving forward. So Jeff should get that here. We're going to skip Titans and Bills. It's one of the games of the week. Next, we got the Seahawks at the Steelers. Seahawks are 6-5. Steelers are what, 4-7, 4-8. Delvin had a good start to the year. I want to say he was 4-2 and has shit the bed since then. Opposite in Seattle is to start off 0-4 with 4 sim losses, and has been 6-1 since he got back. I think that Delvin's a decent defensive user, but I don't look for him to be in this game at all. He's had a bad year. I'll take the Hawks to win big. I'll say 52-10 over the Steelers.
Yeah. I know the Delvin's really he could be really uh good on defense sometimes, but a lot of his defense is taking his safeties out the plays. And if he does that here, he's Hutch is literally gonna throw 10 fucking post routes to fucking DK or Mims in the game, and he's gonna like, absolutely fucking obliterate him. So that's about yeah, I'm with you. I'd say like 55 to like 3 or some shit like that.
Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Hutch in the blowout. Um, yeah, Delvin just, I don't know, he just doesn't. He refuses to pass the ball. He will run the ball. It doesn't matter if he's down 35 points. He'll run the ball, and then that's kind of like the downfall of him. Plays decent defense. Occasionally gets beat over the top a lot, and Hutch will get over the top. So I think this blowout wins Hutch.
Stuff. Chap.
Yo, can y'all hear me? My bad.
Yeah.
I think I was
Yep.
muted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
Sorry about that.
You
Well,
good?
we're looking at Hutch and Delvon. Um, Delvon's a pretty good defensive player. However, Hutch's offense is pretty much OP. I don't see Delvon pulling this one out. I'm going to give Hutch 28 points. 28-point victory.
All right. Moving on, Cardinals to the Eagles. Cardinals are 7-4. Eagles are what, 0-10, 0-11.
1 in 10.
Oh, that's right. He won last week. He beat Dwayne 35-31 for his first victory. Leslie's been kind of out of it this year. He is playing his games for the most part, just not really focusing in them. I think Miles Sanders is still hurt, so he's going to have an uphill battle there. Also, Leslie likes to run the ball, and the Cards are number 1 in the league right now at stopping the run, so I don't expect him to be able to do a lot offensively in this game. I shut out Leslie last time I played him. I think I'm going to be bold and pick the shutout. I'm going to say Cards win 38-zip over the Eagles. Oh shit! And 3 keys to victory. We're gonna stop the run. We're gonna air this motherfucking ball out. And we're gonna limit the turnovers.
Yeah, I really want to pick Leslie to fucking beat your ass, but
Leslie
I
lost
can't.
close to Dean a few weeks ago. I think he lost like 21-16 or something like that.
Yeah, I know, but it's Dean. Like, you can't really judge that because fucking Dean was Dean. Didn't know
This is
what they
true.
were gonna do. So Leslie has a game. If Leslie was fucking, if I could see him actually being focused in these games, at like staying in them, I'd have a chance. But I can't pick no upset here. Jason's gonna win this game. It's probably not gonna be close. I don't think it's gonna be a shutout. I think Leslie gets a field goal, and you're gonna be yelling like, "No! How did he get there? How did he make that catch?" or something like that. And he's gonna get the field goal range kick it. You're gonna be mad you get the shutout, but you're gonna win
Probably.
pretty handily here. And yeah, I'd say about 42 to, I'll say 6. I said he gets 2 field goals.
Good stuff. Dave?
Alright, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take one. Team is way better, playing pretty decent. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Probably 24-point victory.
All right. Chap?
Very crazy.
Chap?
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely take Jason here. I think Leslie's good for 3 points. I think he'll probably score that 3 points in the third quarter. I'm gonna give Jason 48-3.
All right. Moving on, we got the football team and the Saints. I don't know either one of these teams' record. Somebody help me out.
5-6 and 2-9.
So Flip was 5-2, I want to say. It looked like he had a real chance to win the division. He has since fallen off. He does play the Giants 2 games down the stretch, so if he can get on a crazy win streak, he can still win it. Good chance to get a victory here playing Saints.
Yeah, Flip did have a bad streak like me right
Yeah,
now. Yeah, he was 4-1 when he played me, and he lost like every single game. Well, he won one game in the game.
yeah. He's got Alex twice down the stretch, so he's not out of it, but he's got to get it together like right now. A good chance to here this week against the Saints. Jay's not playing good football, offensively or defensively. He's trying to get back into rhythm and get this team right. I'm going to take Flip to win here. I don't think it'll be necessarily that close either. I'll say Flip wins 31-7 over the Saints.
Yeah, I'll take Flip to win. I think it will be kind of close because they kind of. I mean, Jay's offense is anemic, but they do kind of play similar. And I think if he can get the ball rolling on the ground, Jay can. I think it'll be pretty close, but I say Flip wins by, I guess, 10 points. I'd say 24-14.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take Flip. One. Wins is not a good user. I mean, he's not on Flip level. Flip's a good runner, a good defender. Trying to make a Flip to a playoff spot. So yeah, I'm gonna take Flip.
All right.
What?
Chap. I feel like we're getting a lot of pauses here, man.
Can y'all hear
Chap.
me?
Yes, we can hear you
Yeah.
now.
I'm looking at the Saints in Washington. I see Washington getting the victory. I want to go with by 2 field goals. I think it'll actually be a closer game than you think.
All right, moving on. This is one of the games of the week. These next two are both games of the week, so we're going to skip those. We got the Vikings at the Niners. Eli looked like he was in a real position with a victory last week to get himself a nice playoff spot. Now he's out of the playoff race currently. He does have to play Hutch down the stretch, but that loss to DT and the Falcons hurts because he's a game back and doesn't have the tiebreaker anymore. Eli's in must-win mode. Jay is technically not eliminated from the playoffs, but he'd need Jesus Christ to come back and play quarterback for him at this point. I think Eli will bounce back from that loss. Jay is horrible on defense horrible on offense at making reads. He makes horrible decisions. Very easy to bait. I'll say Eli wins in a blowout. Let me get 45. Let me get 45-7 over the Niners.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I think Eli was after he beat Dean. I was like, okay, Eli is playing some moxie, and then he started selling the bag against you. I'm still, I don't even know how he fucking pulled that off. Like,
He pulled a Dean. Is what he did.
I'm still fucking flabbergasted
Yep,
that you
20.
fucking scored 24 fucking points within like 4 minutes of the game.
Not only did I score, it was 24 points, and he had the lead in my red zone.
Yeah,
He had the
okay,
ball in my red zone, about to score again to go up 31.
Jason, this isn't about you. I'm just
It
making a
is.
point
It is,
because
man.
you don't gotta count that.
Any
It's not
chance I
about you.
get to remind E-Fly of it,
Yeah,
I'm
every
taking it.
chance gets a chance that you're fucking good and then you're gonna be out in the first round of the playoffs. You're gonna take it. But
Okay.
yeah, but anyway, fucking E-Fly will win. Jay, I haven't seen anything out of Jay this since he's been here. To play at a higher level. I mean, at least E-Fly will give you a good 3 quarters of the game. I'll give you that. E-Fly will make you fight for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but I think E-Fly will build us up again. Or even if he does start selling, it's not gonna be to what happened that last time. So I think E-Fly will win 42-21.
All right. Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna take E-Fly in a blowout win. I don't even know how Niners has 5 wins. To be honest,
To
their
be
offense
honest,
is terrible.
I mean he does play Touche twice. I
He
know
lost
this is
one of
true.
them too. He lost one of those to Touche.
Really?
Yeah, he lost on a field goal.
I never fucking mind.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take E-Fly in a blowout win.
All right. Chap.
I'm gonna take E Fly, 56-3.
Good pick. I almost picked a higher score too. Good stuff. Skip the Bucks and Giants. Ravens at Raiders. C Money has had a bad year. 2-9. Ravens are 7-4. Uh, Caleb's looking like he's in a good position to win his division this year. I don't think his schedule is too terribly tough down the stretch. Needs to win here, obviously. C Money's gonna air that fucking ball out. So I hope that defense
Yeah,
on the
I'm
Ravens is
surprised he
ready
has
for it.
that many yards of Henry Ruggs with and only 2 wins. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's gotten a couple forced losses and lost a couple close ones. It just hadn't been his game necessarily. I think
And
he's
then
lost to Chap both times by like a combined
I'm
10
also
points.
surprised from the drop off of the number 1 receiver in which Dave has to him to Dave. Is that your receiver at number 3 too?
Dave has like 1,000 more passing yards than anybody in the entire league, so I'm sure. Um, but I think that Caleb's going to get it done here. C Money's not playing great football right now, so I'll take the Ravens to win. Not a blowout, but I'll.
Jason, you just cut the fuck out right there.
Controller disconnected. You got all types of
What?
madness going on over there.
Goddamn! Phone cut.
um,
I said 31-21 over the Raiders.
we'll have someone unplug your mic.
No, my controller died.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm picking Seaboy to win. I think. I'm not. No, I actually meant Caleb. I don't know why I said C Money. Why the fuck did my controller disconnect? That was weird. Yeah, I think Ravens will win here. I think it'll be a close game actually. I think Caleb will let up some of those deep bombs and post, maybe catching lacking because like no runs deep routes with Ruggs just as much as JJ runs post with his guys. So you catch him lacking a couple times, but I think Caleb will win by I'll say 10 points. I'm gonna say 28-17, so somewhere around there, somewhere around.
All right, Dave.
I'm picking my upset of the week right here. I'm going with C Money
You're
again.
Against
going
your
against your
boy?
boy. You're going
Oh
against your
man.
boy.
But I'm just saying,
They must be
if he
beefing right
loses,
now.
bro, if he loses this game, I swear to God. Because if he wins this game, he'll be 8-4, and he'll have 2 games left. He'll have one against the Rams and one against the Niners. So he still win those, and that'll put him at 10 wins and drop. He has tiebreaker over drop because he has the force win against him.
But
So
if you're
all
not,
he has to do.
yeah, I hear what you're saying. But Caleb's gonna win the division if he gets 10 wins, because Peso's got a tough schedule. So
Yeah, drop.
No, Peso's gonna get more.
no, he's not. Have you looked at Peso's schedule?
Yeah.
He's not gonna get to more than 10 wins. There's no way. He might not even get that many.
I don't know. I think he'll get 10, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm picking C Money. I I just think Caleb does some stupid ass shit sometimes. Like there's one of the games where he's in stupid ass shit,
They
running
must
around with his
they
ball.
must be beefing right now.
Just disrespectful.
I'm just like, bro, I want him to win, I do, but I mean, I just think he's gonna start this
He
game.
he wants him to win
And
because
I
he.
and
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was saying that he wants him to win
I
so that he
I
doesn't
was
have. God damn it.
I was gonna say I had to pick up I had to pick up upset of the week, and this is what I'm picking. So
Okay.
that's it. A close game though, win by 3 points.
Chap, we got respect for your division rival here. What you got?
Definitely. First and foremost, I think because he's had such a down season, he's ready for it up. Caleb is pretty decent competition, but I think C Money's going to get it done. And I think Caleb's going to be the one in the fourth quarter throwing up bombs and throwing a lot of interceptions.
He does do that.
Um,
I will
I
give
think
Cap
Yeah,
that.
C,
That's
he
good
C Money has
analysis right
definitely
there.
improved on his defense. He's gotten a lot more well-rounded and rather than just throw it up the rugs with a decent quarterback. And I think he's going to play well enough to give your boy Caleb some problems and come off with the I want to go with the victory is going to be um, 35 31.
You know that analysis by Chapel was enough for me to change my prediction. But
yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna
I was
stay.
close on
I'm gonna
mine
stay
too.
with it. I'm gonna stay with it just so we can have a split. It'll be a good game to watch, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it'll be streamed, but I mean, it'll be a good game to see the result. But we split on that one.
Good stuff. Touche's getting the force win over T-Lou because T-Lou's driving trucks right now and he's not home. He's working on getting a situation set up where he can play on the road as well. So Rams force win. Finally, we have 4 games of the week to go through. Some really good football here. So we're going to start off at the top. We got the Titans at the Bills. Twan is 10-1. Ryan is 8-3. Ryan is a game back, I believe, or a game and a half back on Rob for the division lead. Of course, Twan fighting for that 1 seed. All the more important this year. Uh, this is a tough game. Brian's going to run the ball, and Twan has been more throwing lately for the season, but over the last couple weeks, he's been giving Bijan a lot of love running. Um, to me, watching this year, Ryan has played about as bad as he's played since about year 2. Not that he's playing bad, just not been as impressive as lately. While Twan's on the uphill here, so I'm going to take the Titans to win. I was going to say he's going to slow Brees just enough to make Ryan have to throw the ball, and he'll lose when he does that. I'm going to say Twan wins 38-35 over the Bills.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be close. I think he's gonna know this is a high pedigree game. Like really slam Brees Hall a lot in the early on. Um, I think it'll be a really close game actually. I think but I'm gonna side with Twan on this one. I think Twan's all around better overall user. I think even if he gets down early, I think he'll adjust and he'll as long as Bryce Young doesn't sell him, I think he'll win by a touchdown here. I think it'll be a lower scoring game. I'll say probably 28-21 Twan's way.
Pick.
I agree with the pick and low scoring. I think both are gonna try to control the clock. Obviously, Ryan's gonna try to do that. He's gonna try to run the ball. Ryan's always liable to throw at least like 2 or 3 balls where it's just like he'll throw it up. He doesn't care. Like so, I mean, Twan's a top 3 defensive user, if not the best defensive user. So I think he matches up well. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's like some score like 14-10 or something. But honestly, that might be a good pick there. I might go. No, I'll go 17-13. Twan.
There ain't no way there's going to be only 31 points in this game.
Think so?
Last time they played, I think it was 56-38.
Every game's different, bro.
That's very true. Chap, what do you think?
I actually think that Ryan doesn't have a chance. I think Ryan's going to play hard. He's going to run the ball. He's going to probably try to throw it a little bit more to make Twine to make him honest. But I see Twine shutting down his run, containing his pass, and I see Twan winning by at least 10 points. I think I take Titans over the Bills, 31-21.
I think you made a good point. This game really depends on Twan to me. If he does his bullshit where he's not running the ball with Bijan, he could lose. But as long as he's balanced on offense, I think he's got a really good chance to win this game. Moving on, we have the Jaguars, the Dolphins. Jags are 9-3. Dolphins are 10-2. Rob is on a 10-game win streak. His only loss of the year was the opening game of the season, and then he took a forced loss the next week. So he's got everything going right in Miami right now. Quick did not play last week. He got a fair sim win over the Patriots. Rob beat Quick the first 2 times I played, so I want to say that Quick's won the past matchups, but he has success over him before. Oh man, I really want to pick Rob to win this game. I'm gonna pick Quick to win. I'm gonna say low scoring. He slows the run just enough. Jaguars win 24-21 over the Dolphins.
I've been looking at their schedules actually because I didn't know who I wanted to pick. Rob had this 10-game win streak because honestly, has had a very, 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 very cupcake schedule. Like his only, I guess, decent wins is like the 2 versus the Jets. Like other than that, like he has it. My
Steelers,
point be
Jets, Colts, Cowboys, Jets, Patriots, Panthers, Broncos.
and
That's the only
LP
one.
LP's like the only other one that's like that's a respectable win. Like that was a good win. But my point being is this is gonna be one of his biggest games of the season. He has to justify his successful season by beating Quick here. With that said, I think Quick will get the edge here. I think his man defense is going to be too much for Rob to overwhelm.
I
I
think
think Rob will get beat. I think Rob will beat him a little bit. I don't. He's not going to get shut out. He's going to be competitive, but I don't think Quick. I don't think Quick lets this slip by him. I think he'll win by 10 points, 7 points. It won't be a blowout by any stretch, but I think Quick will win probably 38, 31, 28, something like that.
pick Dave. Dave.
His boy's yelling at him for picking
Hey,
against him.
my fault. But I was gonna say I'm gonna take Quick. From my experience playing Rob, I always come out like mid blitz or something just to try to see if someone can handle like I'm trying to make a quick read or something. And for the most part, Rob really isn't that great at that, and I think that's what Quick's gonna try to make like a quick read and then coverage, and he's not gonna be able.
I I like what you're saying, but also it kind of goes against it because Rob is a run-first user with James Cook, and it's obviously easier to run the ball against man coverage than zone. So I think that's why the games are usually close, is because Quick won't leave man coverage, and Rob beats him running the ball. But good analysis. So Jaguars 3-0 so far. Chap, what do you think?
I'm actually going to give this game to Rob. Why? If I really think that the connection is going to give Quick problems opposite Rob, and I think Rob is going to run the ball and keep Quick honest, running that daggone man all day long. Rob's going to play smart. He's going to beat Quick by 7 points, 35-28.
Yeah, I didn't even take the connection to consideration. Like,
There's a chance it's not even played, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
good point. You shouldn't talk though, Gabe, because whenever Quick had shit connection versus you, it helped him. Got all kinds of sacks and stuff.
I know, but that's kind of those the reasons why I didn't take it. It's when it comes to connection, that shit can go either way. Like it's kind, you don't know what it's gonna do. So I I don't know. I don't even know how. I'm still sticking with my prediction, but I mean they could affect the game.
Good point.
You're saying it's a good point.
What's the Jets' record? Jets at Falcons. Falcons are 7-4.
5 and 6, 7 and 4.
Yeah. So Jack got a good win last week over Flip, and DT got a good win last week over eFly. Both these teams looking to make the playoffs this year.
Keep on telling me.
The Falcons are currently in the playoff hunt. I think he's the 6th seed right now, while the Jets are just outside at 5 and 6. So he needs a win here if he's going to keep that up. Falcons are going to air the ball out. Jets are going to run the ball. So very counterproductive, counterintuitive here for these two. Um, these two played opening game of last season, I want to say, and I picked the Falcons to win, and I want to say Jack beat the shit out of him, like 42-14 or something. Um, that being said, I'm going to take Jack to win. There must be some sort of matchup issue here. He's going to slow Kyle Pitts enough and force some turnovers. So I'll say Jets win 35-21 over the Falcons.
Yeah, I think it is a matchup issue. I don't think DT likes he doesn't like having to play a game like the way Jack plays offense and guarding it and having a slow pace game. He likes to jump on routes and stuff like that with his team. His team's built like that. So when Jack comes into town, it's kind of hard to adjust to that for DT, I believe. I also think Jack, he's a probably middle to pack defense, but he doesn't play a lot of. He plays a lot of zone, so it'll be harder for him to get Kyle Pitts into open spaces like against someone like me when I'm playing man a lot to get those to feed him. So I think Jack's gonna win probably by 14 points here. I just think Jack is. I do think it's a matchup issue. So I'd say Jack wins 35-20 or 21. Yeah.
Um, I'm looking at the Falcons' schedule, and after this week, he plays Colts and Panthers and Niners and Eagles, all winnable games.
Yep.
So to be honest, it's no good if he makes it. So I think if he's looking at his schedule and he's, if he knows he can try to make a playoff push, I think he's gonna play Jets. If he does, I think if he does win, he's probably gonna make playoffs. So I'm gonna pick DK for this. Really close scoring game. Probably 35-31.
Yeah, after he beat E-Fly, I hadn't said it yet, but I think that he clinched a playoff berth, basically. Looking at his schedule, what I had, I think this game is going to be the game that determines the 6 or the 7 seed between him and Hutch. Because I think,
I mean,
yeah,
honestly, because I was looking at it too. I mean,
you're his only tough game left. That's it.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
was gonna. He will be in a position that if he wins these games, that last game will come down to whether he wins division or not.
Oh, I didn't think about that
Could have
because,
won it before.
well, I didn't. Yeah, he could have, but I didn't think about that. You and him both have the same amount of wins. I mean, losses and wins
Yeah,
and losses right now. You're both 7-4.
yeah, and I still have two tougher games than he does.
He could end up with
So
12 wins.
He could win the division, is what he's saying, basically.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say it might. It's looking like it'll set up like I'm thinking.
Ooh,
Hopefully, I win these next two games. But
ooh.
if I split, like let's say I win this week and lose to Twan, that last game will determine whether he actually wins division or not. Because if I win, we'll probably be tied
You
for
got you
record,
got
and I'll be
Ryan
the
too, don't you?
tiebreaker.
No, you
I
no, you
just
just played
played.
Ryan. That's right. I was looking.
Yeah, I only.
If he loses this week to Giants, then he could end up losing the division
Yeah.
1-2, and then K wins the next 5.
So it's a lot more at stake than just a 6 or 7 seed for him too.
I forgot about that. Good point. Very good point.
Mm.
Chap, what do you think?
Well, I'm looking at this, and I honestly, away from the game, I think the Falcons, if they get this game, they could actually run the table. Um, and then the game against Gabe, it actually might be for the division, if that. But this guy's definitely he's got a good push for at least 5 games. To include this one with the Jets. I see him beating the Jets by 10 points
This
and
just
go with
feels.
the,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with a 35, 25 game. Like I said, give him 10 points. I think it'll be close, but I think he's gonna definitely pull this one off.
I think more than just this being a matchup for Jack, this feels like a classic Jack upset. somebody's getting ready to take the next step. All they got to do is win a couple games. They got a chance to win the division or get the 1 seed or something like that. And Jack pulls the rug out from underneath them, and they
Well, it's
shit the
just like
bed.
I think it's up to DJ how this game goes because he's never really been that much of a run stopper. And Jack, if I'm not, let me go, if I'm not mistaken, Jack is currently has the leading rushing yards. Yeah,
Offensive player of the
already
year too.
17. Yeah, Jack's one hell of a runner in this league. So it's up to him to that run defense is going to be what dictates this game. If he
Yep.
can find a way to slow Jack down and don't let him control the game because he will if you let him. And that's gonna be what does it for him. So that's why I think it's a matchup issue because DT's never really been that great at stop and run. I mean, Ronald Jones for me gets up like 150 plus yards every time I play him, and I don't run the ball a lot.
Speaking of you and your run game and another team's run game, we got the Bucks at the Giants. Savon's God Squad against your Buccaneers team. This is your boy you brought in, correct? Um,
Yes.
he's having a little bit of adjustment passing, but he's run the ball extremely well. I think he's top 5 in rushing yards in the league. Of
Yeah.
course, it doesn't take a lot of work to be good defensively with that squad that he's got over there. Um, you
Yeah,
you
he's number one in
slowed
sacks too.
Yeah, you slowed Brees, which was surprising. I kind of thought that Ryan was going to beat the shit out of you out of that performance the week before versus Hutch. Um, this is going to be interesting. I think you're the slightly better user, but he has the slightly better team. There's a lot relying on this game, going on this game, despite your intentions and things like that. I think I was looking at my schedule and Alex's. If he wins this game, he's going to be the 2, and I'm going to be the 3. I don't think there's any way he's not the 2 seed if he loses right here. So I
Yeah.
really need you to win, preferably. Um, it's going to depend on a lot of games down the stretch here. I think if you play like you played last week and you slow Brees you slow his running back like you did Brees, you're going to win. So for that reason, I'm going to go Buccaneers win 31-28 over the Giants.
Do you want me to go next or them to go
Oh,
first?
yeah, go Dave, then Chap, then you.
Alright, this is tough. This is a really good matchup, I think. Because I think, this Giant user, bro, he actually makes pretty good reads. Like, when I played him, earlier in the year, I was getting him everything. I was blitzing him, zone blitz, man blitz, play coverage. Like, he was making good reads. And he has a good team, so I think this might be like an OT type
Somebody's
game.
fire alarm is going off in
Really
the
close
background.
game. Yeah, that's my stupid. Hey, be quiet. Go outside. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is an OT game, and whoever, I think it'll be offensive game. Whoever gets the ball first wins.
Good,
Out of just on the flip of a coin, I'm gonna go with Gabe though. An OT win. Whoever gets the ball first wins.
good stuff. Chap.
I'm gonna go with Gabe. I'm gonna give Gabe the dub. I think Gabe's gonna eke it out against the overpowered squad, and he's gonna get by 3 points.
All right. Gabe, you were up last. Tell me your keys to victory and who you're taking to win.
Well, I'm definitely gonna pick myself to win. Definitely, I'm not gonna be like Nielsen, just like
That was rough.
the other guy.
And then he won the game. That was the crazy part.
Hey, I know. I was about to bring that up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose. Like, how do
Yeah.
you pick against yourself, bro? It's more game planning for the team that I think the user is. I'm gonna look to pound the rock. I don't want to have Desmond Ritter having to control this game on his own because his team, that D line that Savon built is something spectacular. I thought I had a good D line. I do got a good D line, and that thing's just another light year ahead of him. I mean, he lead Owen Smith has the top amount of sacks right now. So I don't want Ritter back there as much as I want. So I'm gonna rely on the run game. Um, I want to see something. I'm gonna need to control, keep everything in front of me. Man coverage is gonna be at a minimum because his team has got like almost three 99 overall receivers. So man cover, I don't got the team to do that. So keep everything in front of me. Play good zone. defense, make them have go through long drives, maybe make a mistake, and just limit turnovers on my end too. That's what's gonna propel me to win. I think it'll be close. I see myself winning by 7. I don't think I'll go into overtime. I don't think I'll win. I'll control the game in the fourth.
All right. Good stuff. Good pick. Appreciate everybody hopping in for the
Oh well,
video.
see the thing about that is that's what I was about to do. Is Ronald Jones got injured last week against fucking what you call it?
Is he still hurt?
Ron, yeah, he had a pulled groin.
I'm
He
changing my
someone
pick.
tapped it.
I think the Giants win by 3.
Yeah, but next man up and Henderson, my upcoming young guy, he's done pretty well. So
Yeah,
I trust the team.
I'm still changing my
But
pick.
I meant to mention that I had to check. I couldn't remember if the pulled groin injury was something substantial or not. And yeah, it's a 4-week injury. So
All right. Good stuff. Appreciate everybody doing the video. Everybody make sure you play your games and have a good weekend.